You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV, and dear viewers, from the Cairo International Book Fair in its 55th edition, we bring you this episode and this very special guest that we met, and she is a guest from Norway, which is the guest of honor of this year's edition of the book fair. A wonderful day, and it's a pleasure to meet you, of course. Could you please present yourself?
My name is Margaret. I'm the director of Nile, Norwegian Literature Abroad.
Okay, tell us more about what your title is and what you're here to do, other than, of course, Norway is the guest of honor.
In Nile we work with promoting Norwegian literature abroad, and we work with translators. And when we got the invitation to become guest of honor at the book fair in Cairo, we saw that it was a great opportunity to get Norwegian literature to be more known in Egypt and in the Arab world. So it's been fantastic to be here, and we are here with authors and with translators, and we have a program in the Norwegian pavilion, and the audience here are amazing. It's so much interest, so many questions, and much to learn for us. So we are very happy to be here.
Okay. Do you feel that the literature in Norway is friendly, or there's common culture between here in Egypt and Norway, or they're totally different?
Many things is different as in Norway and Egypt, so we are happy to be able to present more of Norway from the country very far up north. In the north it's very cold, a totally different climate than here. But I think that something is gathering us, and that's what we can find in literature. For instance, the Nobel laureate Jon Fosse from Norway, he writes about the human conditions, how we live our lives, and through these
topics... live your lives in Norway.
Yeah, but in the deep, we all seek for the same in life, to be with the people we love, and to do the best out of our lives. So it's something that we have in common, and
we all have the same aims and goals and targets.
Absolutely, and this is expressed in literature. So I think that literature is a great way of communicating between countries and people living far apart from each other.
Book fairs in Norway. Do you do every year an edition of the book here, a book fair, or do you do more than one book fair per year, or is it like here in Egypt when you came to Cairo and witnessed is it your first time here in the Cairo International Book Fair?
It's the second time.
It's your second time in the Cairo International Book Fair. And how many times in Egypt?
It's the second time in Egypt for me.
So both times you were at the book fair?
Yes. Yes. So for the first time last year was to prepare the activity this year, and to get to know the book fair and meet the people at the book fair and the publishers in Egypt.
So you've been preparing since last year's book fair to be the guest of honor of this year's book fair in Egypt.
That's right. It's a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, and we have been working very close with the book fair, and we also have a translator, Shireen Abdel Wahab, who is a translator from Norwegian into Arabic. She is helping us because we don't speak the language, so we need bridge builders between us. But it has been a great pleasure to prepare the project.
Perfect. Are you going to be exchanging Egyptian literature writers from Egypt to Norway and from Norway back to Egypt? Do you intend to do this? And what's your impression of the Cairo International Book Fair?
We hope that this should be followed up and that the readers and audience in Norway can be more known with literature from Egypt. So we hope to follow up with an activity next year and in the continuation of this book fair with also to present Egyptian writers at the Literature House in Oslo as one example. So I'm sure this will deepen the exchange between our book industries in Norway and Egypt. And my impression of the book fair, we don't have anything like this in Norway. This is the biggest book fair in the Arab world. Egypt is a cultural nation gathering so much literature, culture, impressions. So it's something very different from everything I've experienced. I'm so impressed and it's fantastic.
How did you see the Egyptian people interested in the idea of a book fair, or how interested are they intellectually?
They have met us with great interest. Of course, many don't know so much about Norway. We know quite a lot about Egypt, and we are very fascinated. So now it's a possibility for us to present ourselves. We have been met with great interest, a lot of warmth and enthusiasm, and we really feel that we share something so we can build on.
Away from the book fair, let's go back to Egypt, Cairo. What did you like about Cairo the most?
I like everything about Cairo. I like the city, the people, the food and the history. A country with such a long history, it's something very fascinating for me as a Norwegian, with Norway having a much shorter history. So it's a center and I'm very, very happy to be here.
Did you go sightseeing?
I've been to the pyramids, I've been to the old Cairo, but there are of course so much more to see, so I have to come back.
What is your impression about the Egyptian people in general, not at the book fair?
I have met so many nice people, so helpful, friendly, and with a lot of humor and a lot of cultural interest. So this is my impression of the people I have met.
So you account this experience as a successful experience?
It is a great success for Norway to be the guest of honor. That's something I really can say with yeah. This I have to take this up again. Yeah.
Okay, Margaret, we of course the director of the Norway, which is of course the guest of honor here. We at Morla. In Norway, of course. We thank you very much for this special interview. We thank you very much for, of course, enhancing bilateral relations between both countries through book fairs, and we hope in the future to heighten this up and make it stronger mutual relations between Egypt and Norway. Thank you very much for joining us in today's episode of Nile Cruise, and it was my utmost pleasure to have you with me.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to continue the collaboration with publishers, bookstores, translators, readers in Egypt in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us. Dear viewers, stay tuned. We'll be back again. Don't go away.